guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite Goth Kids, hosted by me, the most depressed person out there right now.
And then just me. It's hard to say it up. I can't. Okay.
And yeah, just Ashley.
And me. And just me. It's just me. I'm chilling right now.
She has no problems. Thank God.
Oh, not today.
Not today. The season of the depression hasn't gotten to her yet.
No, not as of right now. I feel like I've had emotional clarity for a month now, and I feel like I'm just pretty calm right now.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, who knows? Who knows how I'll feel tomorrow?
Calm before the storm.
Yeah, you never know. Because you know how, like, they say, like, still water before, like, the tsunami hits? It's probably me right now. Just still water before it hits.
And then it's going to go back and boom.
And everybody.
Right. So we just want to say right off the bat, sorry for already being inconsistent with these past 2 Fridays. But as you guys know from our last episode, we talked about me going on my trip, and I was able to upload a video on my trip. But then after that, we didn't have anything else. And Ashley was on her trip, and then we didn't have time up until now. So
I wanted to enjoy Disneyland.
yeah, and I wanted to enjoy Brian Head and my man. So sorry.
Okay.
But let's catch up real quick.
Okay.
How was your trip?
My trip was actually pretty good. I feel like no one ever enjoys going to Disneyland with me because I'm just like an overly excited kid. But this time I was prepped with a whole outfit. I was like, the only thing that I forgot was my charger, so that was not fun finding out midway through Disney that I forgot my charger. You would buy a charger, fun fact, from like, I don't know about like regular Disney because we went to Disneyland California, and in Disneyland California, like in the car section, there's like a little like section past like the Cozy Cone place right across from it. There's a place where you can buy a charger for $30, which is expensive, but they give you like all chargers, like for new iPhone, old iPhones, Android, adaptive. No, so it's and you get to keep all that.
Oh, okay. And
then at the end of the night, what you could do is once you're done using that charger, you can put it back in there and it'll give you a new one basically for free, quote unquote for free. That one that's already recharged and hasn't been used yet.
Oh, okay.
So it was fun. It was good. It was fun seeing my sister because, excuse me, she came down here from Pennsylvania. It was really fun. I just hate how fast vacation time goes.
Oh, dude, I know.
I'm like, next thing I know, I blinked and we were back at work. And I was so upset.
hating life.
I was Brian Head.
Oh, dude, it was beautiful. Yeah, it was my first time going there for the both of us. Because every time I go somewhere like cold, it's always Duck Creek in Utah. But this was our first time going there. It was hell getting up to that mountain.
Really?
Yeah, because like I freaked out because you were telling me and everybody else was telling me that I needed like snow chains.
Yeah.
But then I saw a sign saying either it's 4-wheel drive or snow chains. So I was like, okay, we have 4-wheel drive, we'll be fine. But it took us 20 minutes to get up there because of how slow I had to drive. Because one little like small turn, I was about to spin out.
We told you to get some snow chains.
Well, I mean, we survived, and then it was just the first day because after that they ended up like plowing it or whatever, so it was fine for you to drive on.
Oh, okay.
But it was so beautiful. It just looked so nice, like all that snow. It was so nice.
It was so unreal because that was before winter hit, so like nothing out.
Oh, I know, and it was cold.
Well, it's snowy over there. So.
I know, but it was just like because I'm not used to it. I was like, man. Yeah, tengo feel. No, I didn't forget anything, and then he was sick the entire trip. He was really sick the first day, and like he scared me hella bad because like he was like hot to the touch, like really hot. He started vomiting. I grabbed like the hand towels, like that you like dry your hands with in the bathroom, and I soaked them in the coldest water, put one on his chest and on his face, and he was okay after that. So after that night, he was completely fine, but the first night was bad, and then I stayed up until 4 a.m. just to like watch over him. Cause what a nurture, I know. Cause I was like, if anything happens, I want to, like con las fuerzas, I'm gonna try to pick him up and carry him to the car, and like we'll go to like the hospital. But he was fine.
Okay, strong man. Can you imagine someone like me being like sick like that, where you gotta try to carry me? No, pues
I'll be like, I'll pay for that extra charge. Get the ambulance here right now.
We need her gurney. She can't do no more.
She's dying.
It was okay. I hate when that happens when you get sick because was sick before my trip.
Oh yeah, I
and
remember.
then Disney, like nothing happened, and then I came back and I was like a little sick, but I was like, as long as I'm not sick during Disney,
then we'll be okay. Yeah, but no, he was fine after that, and then we mostly stayed in the hotel because I didn't want him to do too much because of how sick he was. Yeah, so I was like, we won't push it too far. We would drive into town. We walked by like the mall. Before you enter Brian Head, there's like a little town that was like really cute and it was decorated. And we went, but it was that typical small town that you see in like horror movies.
Oh.
So me and him both said that like we've never we've not only that, but like we never felt more like minorities in that moment.
Oh.
And even though like yes, I am very white passing, I was freaking out, and he's a brown man, so I was like, I can only imagine how you feel.
Because we're pasty, we're like pastier. You're pastier than me, but like I have no color compared to like my mom or my other like siblings. I'm like, she's pale, but I'm like, we look
foreign.
Yeah, we don't look white.
Yeah,
so.
And I was like, and me and him like walked. You could tell that we were with each other. So then after a while, he was like. Yeah. Yeah, so after a while he was like, maybe we should just leave, and I was like, yeah, let's go. We drove to St. George, and I was like, we'll walk like the mall that's down there. I was like, because this is kind of
scary. You're like, I'm not trying to get murdered right now.
I'm actually fearing my life at this moment.
I'm clutching my pearls.
Yeah, honestly, I was like, maybe we should go.
And now we're back.
Yeah, it was a fun trip. It was really nice. It took that trip for us to realize even more that we want to be with each other, and like sleeping with each other and waking up next to each other was like the best thing.
This is so beautiful. I'm not saying that as a hater. I mean, I wouldn't want to sleep with anybody regardless in the same bed. I need you to go home.
You gotta go home.
I need you to go home.
No, but like we would, even when we weren't, like we would start like when we would go to bed, we would start with like cuddles. But then like it would get he would get really hot, and then I would get hot because of how hot to the touch he was. So we would kind of like have separate, but our feet would still be touching, or my leg would be on his, or his leg would be on mine. Or he would wake up in the middle of the night and wake me up and be like, please come over here, and he would want me to like cuddle him.
In the middle of the night.
Oh no, it was fine. Well, with anybody else, I'd be like, yeah, but with him, I was like, okay, because I know how sick he was, so I wanted to be there for him.
I forgot that he was sick. My bad.
Yeah. Just over here
like,
abusing the sick person.
This is why people think I'm the abusive one of the relationship. I'm like, I would never hurt you.
And then swing.
No. Anyway.
And then one thing happens and swing.
Swing. Straight abuse.
I know. Oh my god. Yeah. So that was my trip.
Sounds like a fun time.
It was really fun.
I want to go to Brian Head, but the thing is, I don't do well. I like cold weather, but I don't do well with snow because I don't like feeling wet afterwards. Like, you know how like it gets in like your socks, or your hands, or your hair. I just don't like that cold feeling of water.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm just like, meh.
Well, no, it had snowed the first day, like at night, and after that it was fine. And then I didn't really. Okay, technical difficulties. Our mics died.
Sorry, I forgot to charge it. My one job. Literally, I don't do anything else. I had to charge his mics and I couldn't do it. Anyways,
and then the stupid thing only comes with one charger, so we could do it one at a time.
I was literally just about to say that. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. It's 2 mics and only 1 charger.
I know.
Anyway.
Thanks. And it's already 9, so we don't want to wait for it to...
No, because we have to do a lot.
Yeah, and we both work tomorrow.
Anyway, let's continue.
But anyway, that was our trips. It was fun.
Really, really fun. I'm ready for my next trip.
I love this man.
Oh. Anyway.
You said ready for my next trip, and I'm like, I love this man.
It's like, you're ready. I love this man. I'm like, oh, good for you. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's good. I was just telling my mom, like the other day, I was just like, I think I finally started to realize that I don't need a man's love. A man's attention is different, but a man's love, I'm like, I don't need it as of right now. So I'm just like, at least we're healing a little bit slowly, you know?
I mean, yeah, because that's how I was, you know, even though I wasn't looking for a relationship, I did crave like that in the most toxic way possible, like attention, reassurance, and just like everything that like I never got growing up through like men, which is why everything was like a bad experience. So like, yeah, it is growth, because after a while you're like, oh, I don't need you for that. I can love myself. I can reassure myself. I know my own worth.
Yeah, I don't need you for your love. I just need you for one thing now.
I just need you for pull, and that's it.
That's it. But if you're not good at that, please don't DM me.
I'm in a relationship, so don't DM me.
Oh, true. Don't DM me because I'll cry.
But they still do.
Yeah.
They still do.
It's like they could smell that you're in a relationship. Like, hey, you know what? Even though I've known you for 5 years, I'm going to text you now when you're in a relationship. Exactly. And be like, I've always had feelings for you. You've seen that I've been single since 1907. Why are you coming now in 2023 when I have a man? Like,
exactly. I was single for 3 years. Where were you in that time?
Like, you didn't want to hit me up before then?
But now you want to.
You know why though? Because I've had a situation like that happen to me before where I really liked a guy for a long time, and when I finally like mustered up the courage to like him, well, he was in a serious relationship, and I was like, damn. I was like, no, but I didn't know that he was in a serious relationship. And then I was like, damn. I was like, but I didn't text him and be like, I like you, you know, like, forget about your girlfriend. Oh. But I was like, dang. I was like, so it takes a while to muster up the courage. But then when you see it, it's kind of like heartbreaking. You're like, dang, you could have been so much better off with me. Like, we would have not lasted. But you could have been so much better with me, Pookie. The 3 months would have been the most amazing 3 months of your life. The summer love hits different. Right, you know? Fling. I'm trying to be like the Notebook here.
Oh, get out of here. What is it, the 365 days of summer?
I'm trying to change your life in 90 days like a parole officer.
Oh my god.
Like a life sentence, but only in 90 days. Oh my god.
No, like for me it was like the opposite, because I had a guy hit me up. It was one that I used to speak to before, and we were always like back and forth. And before I met him, we tried talking again, and then he was like, "Oh, you know, when me and him met up one time, while me and him were talking, because we weren't exclusive yet, and." After that day that we hung out, he even texted me. He was like, I didn't really feel the excitement that I felt the first day. And I was like, yeah, I didn't either. And he was like, okay, well, I guess, you know, we'll just stay friends. I was like, okay, well, it's fine. But once he saw that I was, like, in a relationship, that's when he hit me up and he was like, it really hurts to see you with someone else, because I guess I just realized now that, like, I really lost you. And I was like, well, you could have had me, but you were on some BS since day one.
Well, sir, now I'm untouched, Graves, so please leave me alone now.
I was like, and I love this man, so...
You're like, no, thank you.
Yeah, and then he had posted a photo of us, I think a week ago, because we went to Enchant.
Okay.
And it was just like a post about me. He was just saying how much he appreciates me and all of that. And some of his followers followed me, and one of them hit me up, and he was like, oh, hi. And I was like, I was dry. I was like, hi. He was like, how are you? I was like, I'm good. Oh no, I just said good. I was so dry, and then I was like, after 2 messages, I was like, was there a point to this conversation? And then he was like, oh, I just wanted to chat, and I was like, oh, well, you could chat with someone else because I'm in a relationship. And he was like, oh, I didn't know that, but yeah, he follows my man. And he's like, how did you find me then? Sir,
I see the mutual. The mutual is my right? Man.
I was like,
the mutual is my man.
I know. And I was like, on Instagram it shows you your mutuals.
Oh,
I was like, and I have the heart with someone's initials there, which are his. My Instagram's not private. You can see that I have photos that I'm with somebody. I was like, lie to your mom, dog, not me.
I don't know if this was like a test, but it's definitely I definitely passed her because it's not gonna happen. Bye.
And then last night somebody hit me up on Facebook Messenger. And they were like, oh my god, you are so cute. And I was like, go away. And they blocked me.
Oh. Well, I mean, if someone messaged me that too, I'd be like, fine, whatever.
I was like, go away.
You know, the funny part is, even when you block people, they still come back. And I'm like, leave me alone.
Oh, dude, yeah. There was, because, like, that's how the gay community is. Like, every gay knows each other. Like, we all talk to each other. And that's what me and him have talked about, that, like, there's so many men that he knows that I used to speak to. And there's one that I used to speak to that was, like, incredibly toxic. And he used to speak to him, too. And whenever he posts about me, he's the first one to always look at all my stuff. And I'm just like, you have a whole ass boyfriend. Like, pay attention to your relationship.
He has the notifications turned on when you post.
Yeah.
He's like, Adam just posted me. Look at it. What is it? What is it?
Look at it.
I love that for him. Okay, sir. Anyway, move on.
I know. I was like, you're in a whole relationship. Pay attention to him, not me.
Well, clearly he doesn't like his relationship, or he's just crazy.
Oh no, he was toxic. He was toxic and psycho. It was bad, dude.
Well, if you ever change teams, you know where I am at.
He wouldn't.
But
He would not.
Excuse me. Oh my god. Sorry.
But yeah, that was our little catch up. Because there's other things I want to tell you, but obviously, like how we said, we're gonna talk about it off of the podcast.
Oh yeah. Sorry, you guys gotta buy. What is that one thing that YouTubers do? Where it's just
Patreon?
like Patreon. There you
Patreon.
go. You guys gotta sign up for our Patreon if you want to hear that exclusive. I would never
either.
I would never. Y'all would know too. Y'all know too much about me already. Like,
I know that's why I'm happy I deleted like the other videos, because now we can start like fresh and actually hold back this time.
People were like, "Damn, what happened?"
I
Like,
know.
what do you mean? What are you talking about?
I actually have morals now. I have respect for myself.
Oh, I don't.
Oh my god.
But there's no proof that I don't. So.
Right.
Just like, you can tell me all you want, but where's your proof, sir? Where's your proof?
Come on, I need receipts.
Right now.
It
Sends a whole 10 screenshots, and I'm like, damn.
I'll be like, so shoot me in the head right now.
Be like, okay, you got me. Arrest me now.
I'll be like, you kind of ate me up.
Oh, okay, whatever.
I'll give you that one.
I'm fine.
Just
like,
that one.
You want a gold star now?
Oh man.
Okay.
Okay, so we are gonna finish our advice column that we did last time.
Okay.
I think we have 5. Is that
Okay.
5 or hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
We have 9?
We have. I think we'll have 8 because I think we answered.
Didn't we do an extra one last time?
If we did, I can't remember.
Oh, well, I guess we'll find out right now.
Yeah. So.
First question. Let's go.
Okay. So let's go. It says, "I love my partner, but how do I let them know that I don't love them the way I used to?"
Damn. Oy.
I know.
Guys, what are you asking? Like, how to build a sock? I don't know. Like,
How to build a sock?
Are y'all okay?
I know.
Like, genuinely, I actually don't know how to respond to that because I've only ever been in one relationship and he broke up with me. So I didn't fall out of love with him. He fell out of love with me.
You, yeah.
So you can ask him. I can
him.
at him if you want. You can ask
God.
him. I don't know. You can ask
DM him
one.
right now. We're gonna put his social on the screen right now, and you can DM him. And be like, so why'd you stop loving Ashley? Imagine he just gets.
I bet his new girlfriend would love that.
He just gets like all these like requests of like the same message.
That would be so iconic because I feel like that would be his worst nightmare. Let's do it. No, just,
oh my God.
I'm kidding, guys. Never. Because I would have hated for that to happen to me. But leave me alone.
Anybody would, dude.
I don't know. You're better off to answer that than me.
Oh man.
That's such a like question that I was like, that is just a punch.
That was hard hitting, dude.
Yeah. Like, again, are y'all okay?
I know, okay.
Oh, okay, fine. You know what? My only advice is tell your partner.
Yeah, honestly.
Because I was dragged along. So you know what? I can give that point of view then. I was stringed along for a little bit because obviously he wanted to break up beforehand.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to tell me because I guess he didn't want to hurt my feelings. But in the end, he ended up hurting my feelings way worse than anybody ever did before.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just be honest. Like, yeah, I know everyone's like, just be honest, just be open. Like, genuinely sit this person down and be like, I don't know if it's me. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's become a routine. Maybe if we change things up, I just don't feel the same right now. You know, that's not saying that I don't love you anymore, but it's just like my point of view has changed. That's I guess that would be my only advice. Just say something. Don't wait years or don't wait months or like even if you wait 3 days, I feel like that's just too much.
Yeah. The
other person is over here thinking that you love them unconditionally. And in reality, you can't stand that person anymore.
Exactly,
so, or depending on how you feel, just, you know, and over time, it could also get worse. Like, let's say you're like, you know what, I'm not really feeling them right now. And then they do something to, like, really irritate you. You're going to hate them. So, it's just like...
You're going to pop off.
So, might as well just do it more sooner than later, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That would be my advice.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I do agree with what Ashley is saying. Like, you never want to be strung along. That's way worse than like anything else, you know, because I've been strung along too, with the guy that broke my heart last year. He didn't give a shit that he did what he did. So to a certain degree, I do understand it. You know, just being strung along. You think you both have like the same, that like the feelings are mutual, and then in the end it's like this was always one-sided, you know,
because it's communication is key.
And like I think the best oh my god, the best way to go about this is just like to have that conversation, but don't just jump right into it and be like,
I don't like you.
Yeah, I don't like you. I don't love you anymore. Like, I want to end this now. Like, kind of like what Ashley was saying. Like, have that conversation and be like, you know, is it just me? Am I overthinking? Did something change between us? Do you feel the same way you did? Do you agree with me? Like, just have that open conversation, but don't be so harsh right off the bat. Because even though, like, you don't want to... Because, like, yeah, you don't want to string that person along, but at the same time, you don't also want to just completely rip their heart out, you know?
True.
Because that's one of, like, the worst pains possible. So I feel... Yeah, that's literally the only advice, is just to have that conversation and just be honest with each other and be like, you know, I haven't really been feeling it for a while.
Yeah, or... yeah, just be honest, be open about it. And also, like, when I say that too, I also mean, like, once you're, you know, having that conversation, also be ready for the person to be like, oh, well then, because the other person might not react as maturely as you want them to. So if they're like, oh, well then I want to break up with you, or this and that, like, then also be ready for that repercussion for them to be like, this is over then, you know, if you don't want to love me unconditionally, because that's toxic of them, but you know, or if they're like, oh, you know what, well, let's be on a break. Also talk about that too. Just be like, okay, well, if we're going to be on a break, what does that mean? Because that's also something that's happened to me before when we talked about communications before. Like, oh, we're not feeling it, but we're on a break. And then we take a break, or in my mind, we were on a break, but then that person had already broken up with me and they didn't tell me.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, I thought we were on a break. Like, literally Ross and Rachel, like, we were on a break. I was over here waiting for you to be okay. And then turns out you were like, oh, I've been single, baby. Like, oh.
I don't know about you, but I've been moving on.
I've been moving on. I got new girlfriends now. I'm just like, oh, okay.
But you had me over here looking like a fool.
Yeah, waiting. So just lay everything on the table. Like, I know people don't want to be as emotional and raw like that with other people. It's gonna happen eventually. So just lay it on the table. And if you don't want to be like that with your partner, then why are you with them?
That's what I was about to say. Why are you even in a relationship to begin with?
I'm just saying.
Because me and my man, we had that conversation about, like, how we feel about breaks. And we both don't believe in them. So if anything happens, we'll just end it, like, right then and there.
Period.
Yeah, but I do agree with what you're saying. Yeah, you need to obviously have that hope that they're going to react maturely and everything is going to be okay. But also you have to be a realist and prepare yourself for every kind of situation. Like, they might lash out. They might tell you to, like, get up and leave.
Exactly. Know? They might start crying. Like, just be ready for that other person to be emotional as well. You know? Because just like you're hurting, they could be hurting right then and there. So.
And both of your feelings are valid in that moment. So don't invalidate their feelings, because then that's when it's going to go to shit. Because I even told him that we're like, the quickest way for me to get mad and to lose me is to invalidate me. Because the minute that you do that, my trauma response is like, all right then, fuck you too.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's the best advice that we can give to that very hard question.
Yeah. Thanks.
Anyway.
Okay.
Seek therapy.
For real, seek therapy. Or just don't be in a relationship. Okay. I like how I warned you, these ones were gonna be like deep.
Oh God.
This next one is, how do you admit to your significant other that you cheated?
No. I closed my jacket. I don't even know. I feel like a comadre right now.
I don't even know.
I'm not gonna. No. I feel like I'm on trial right now. No. The answer is no. I know my rights.
She's sweating like a whore.
I'm literally like I'm like. What? Please help.
She's triggered. Okay, I'll answer it. How do you admit to your significant other that you cheated? Honestly, it would be the same advice. You would just have to own up and fess to it. Because if you hold on to that certain type of information for way too long and then you bring it out of nowhere, that's a question that's going to be asked. Okay, well, how long ago was this? And if you bust out with, oh, it was a month ago, it was almost 6 months ago,
a year ago,
it's gonna go to hell. Everything is gonna go straight to hell. I'm not, some people will forgive cheating, but if it, like I said, if you held on to that information for that long, for me, that's unforgivable. But in general, cheating is unforgivable. So, like, if you do it to me, I'm like, obviously you're not happy, you're not satisfied with me, so this is where it ends.
Oh, again, communication. Like, why didn't you communicate? Like, if you wanted an open relationship like that, why didn't you talk about it beforehand? Mm-hmm. You're in a, how do you say? In a exclusive mm-hmm. relationship, and you want to do something that's not exclusive to just you and them. Mm-hmm. So just, if you're gonna cheat, break up with the person. Just be like, hey, you know what? I cheated on you. I don't feel it anymore. If you want to continue to be with that person, then talk about it. Be like, you know what? It was a mistake. Whatever. I love you. Because I understand that point of view. But also, like, if you don't want to be with that person, again, you're stringing this person along. Exactly. You're being a ball and chain mm-hmm. to this person. So just put it out there again. Like, mm-hmm. and if you're going to be like, oh, well, they never have to find out. Trust me, it comes out. No, it does. It comes out. Yeah. As much as you would love for it to be forgiven or hushed or whatever, someone's always gonna know. You're always gonna have a fear. Mm-hmm. Unless you're like me and you don't care, but but just it's better like that to have something like that off your, because you're gonna feel guilty. Well, I'm assuming.
Well, if you actually care and love for that person, like you will have some type of like guilt in you.
Yeah, so just communication. I would say, like, say it right away, but, like, also, you don't want to call that person, like, be like, I just cheated on you, like, 5 minutes ago. Then I would shoot you, but I don't know. Like, that's also, like, a time-sensitive wise, too, because then, like, what's a good time period to tell them? Like,
exactly, yeah.
Like, y'all are crazy. What is going on? I know. Some of y'all should not be in a relationship right now. I'm not saying that to hurt you. I'm just saying that because I don't know you. And as a person that doesn't know you, you should not be in a relationship. You should
seek help.
Seek help immediately. Right. I know a great therapist.
Oh my god. And the majority of the time that I've seen that people have cheated is because like their needs aren't being met. That is a conversation that is to have in the relationship. Mm-hmm. That's something that I have every month with my man. Is I ask him, I'm like, is there something you need me to work on or something that I'm not doing that you need? Mm-hmm. And so far it's been a no, but it's just all about having like that open communication.
There we go.
See? Which some of you guys you guys find it so hard to do, but it's not.
As a person who doesn't share their feelings that often with like their partner, which is really bad, I understand that whole, like, I just don't want to talk about it, but, like, again, I shouldn't have been in a relationship if I wasn't willing to openly share my feelings. So that was also my mistake on my part. But, whatever, we're not in a relationship anymore, so fuck you.
Well, like, that's how I used to be, and, like, we live and we learn, Mm-hmm. And you're healing right now, and who knows if your next relationship, it'll be any different. Because I used to be that way, too, but I'm open with him.
Yeah, so, and, and, like, again, also depends on your time frame. Not everyone can be as mature as you want them to be, like, you're not going to be the same when you were 20, when you were 25, when you were 30. Just learn from your mistakes, because I don't want you to be a 50-year-old, doing kid shit. Like, sir, you are 50. Yeah. You are 50. What's wrong with you?
Acting like this at your fossil age.
You are fossil fuel right now. You are running on fumes. What is going on?
So why are you acting like this?
Why are you acting this way? Like, how do you have energy, but I don't?
I don't, exactly.
Okay.
But I feel like, at the end of the day, with both responses, you guys just have to have that conversation. And also, like, the same thing with the last one, you need to prepare yourself for every kind of situation. Mm-hmm.
Especially with cheating.
Especially with cheating, everything could go out the window so fast. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. People are petty, too. Like, be careful.
And cheating hurts, I'll admit to it. I've been cheated on,
Well.
But I learned. Well,
if you're being honest, I've also been cheated on, and I was a cheater. But just, again, from point of views of differently, I would do things a lot differently. But, again, you live and you learn. You can't go back. Yeah. But, like, as a person who... See, here's also, like, my point of view when it comes to that. Like, as a cheater from that one time, quote unquote, it's just, like, because I knew it was, like, the relationship was bad, I just wanted something that would hurt as equally as bad. So just, if you're going to be a cheater too, like, think internally, why are you cheating?
Okay, yeah.
Is it because you're sad? Is it because you're happy? You're clearly not happy.
Yeah.
Or, like, what are you doing to be, like, cheating on somebody? Yeah. But that's another topic for another story. Yeah. For another day.
For another day.
Anyway, next question.
Okay, next. How do y'all feel about your families and the roles you play in them?
I feel like we answered that in the other one, no?
Did we?
Yeah.
I think so.
Next.
Yeah, and I don't like how that's worded, so I'm not answering that. And if I did, then I did. Okay. How do I deal with an abusive girlfriend or boyfriend?
Like, what kind of abuse? Are we talking? Well, I mean, abuse is abuse, but like, oh, what the heck? Are you okay? Should I call the cops for you? I don't know. Again, I don't know. I've been the abuser.
Oh my god!
I've never been the abused.
I've been in
a relationship.
I've been in 2 abusive relationships. But the thing with me is that I instilled that mindset into myself that if that happened once, I would leave. So I didn't let it get too far, because I got hit once from both of them, and I left. I ended it.
As it should be.
Yeah.
Because if you lay hands on me, you did. I've never had anybody like lay hands on me before, but there was like this one time where I had an argument, and he like hit the wall behind me, like right next to my face. Ooh, when I tell you that I like pushed him back, and I was like, I fucking wish you would hit me. I was like, please do it. I was like, I will beat the shit out of you right now. I was like, I will throw you down these fucking stairs.
No, honestly.
I was like, I'm like, I want you to do it. I want you to hit me. I'm like, genuinely, please touch me. I have anger issues. I'm like, please do not cause me.
That's always an advice I give I give out, is that like, if they show you just that physical side of themselves when they're angry during like an argument, that's already enough of a red flag for you to know that like they will hit you.
Yeah.
Especially if they did it so close to your face. Oh, the next time it is gonna be
your face. Yeah. No, yeah, there's like signs that you can tell that someone's gonna be abusive when they're angry. They like punch things, like not people per se, but like walls. They throw things and whatnot. That person is eventually gonna end up hitting you. So I would just say to like just not do it. Like just leave that relationship. It's really not worth it because it won't change. And if they do, it's gonna take years and years, and it's just not with you, baby. Just no.
It's not worth it with anybody else. No. For me personally, it wouldn't be worth it to have to wait for somebody to change, because then I feel like I would always be walking on eggshells.
Because you're gonna be scared.
Yeah, like it's like, oh, I'll make one wrong move and you're gonna end up swinging on me.
Or yeah, it's also the same thing, because like this is like a physical abuse, but also if like your person, like other kind of abuse could be like, what is it called? They're mentally abusing you or whatever.
Psychological?
Yeah, like they're being psychological with you. También, like, I know it takes a while to kind of like figure out that someone's gaslighting you or like manipulating you, but if you notice signs too for that, like, just know, because I feel like that's also as equally as bad, because they're manipulating you into something that you shouldn't be, or they're like, oh, you know what, you're lucky you're with me because you're this, you're that. Like, that's abuse right there. They're telling you that you're nothing without them, and then like no one will love you, and babe, that's not true. There's 7 billion fish on this earth. One will love you, or 20. Just like whatever you want. The whole ocean is yours. Just like, I don't know. And like, and also like what's that one thing? Oh my god, I'm not good with words today. Also, if you're like they're abusive because of like substance.
Oh yeah, like substance abuse.
Yeah, substance abuse. Tampoco. I know. There's AA or whatever you can go to. Just no. Any kind of abuse is a no.
Yeah, because then even when it comes to that, like whether it's like drugs or alcohol, any kind of substance, without you noticing, they could bring you down, and then you'll be the one using as well.
Or you'll just be depressed because they're like, damn, they have to be drunk to like enjoy life.
Yeah.
Or love me, or they have to, do crack to have a good personality.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, no, I don't think so.
I feel like in general, that's something that you shouldn't even have to deal with to begin with.
Well, some people love to put up with that, and I'm just like, I would never, but,
Seek help.
Again, seek help. 911 is right there.
Yeah. But honestly, that's... It's hard. I do understand that, but, like, you just have to leave. Because if they're already so comfortable with like hitting you, they're never gonna change.
Like the fact that they think it's okay
to hit you,
to lay hands on you like that is crazy. And like, not to be like, dramática, or like, oh, that only happens in novelas or whatever. No, these people who become abusive like that will eventually kill you.
Yeah.
So, because they don't care about your life, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
So just leave. The best advice would be to leave. And if you don't know how to leave, ask somebody for help, I guess.
Yeah.
Because, like, domestic abuse is not a joke, 911's always there. If you don't have any friends, you don't have any family, the police will help, like, just something. If you don't feel comfortable, it's not ideal, but hey, your life is valuable, and they don't clearly value it. Mm-hmm. So that would be my best advice for that question, because I've never been through that, I guess, per se, but I don't know. I don't know.
No, for real, I don't know.
Just like, damn, y'all.
It's heavy, dude.
These questions, I don't know. This Dr. Pepper's starting to say it tastes sour to me now. I can't even enjoy it. Next question.
I know. Okay.
Because I'm like, I'm over that question.
Oh yeah, then somebody asked me, who's your boyfriend? That was before I ever showed him.
Oh.
Mind your business. Next. Okay. Me and my boyfriend have been together for the past 5 years, and he brought up the subject of bringing in a third. I don't know how to feel about it.
Oh my god, y'all need new boyfriends. We should start a dating service because y'all need help.
Y'all need help. Again, like we've been saying, seek help, babe.
Seek help.
Immediately. Expeditiously.
Wow, that is bold. That is bold of you, sir or ma'am, to ask for a third?
When you've never brought it up before.
5 years?
Yeah.
Babe, just cut your losses. Just sign the insurance check. It's over. It's total. It's total.
Check.
It's total. Tie that life insurance. It's done.
Wrap it up.
Wow. Híjole, mano.
Okay, well, if it's been 5 years and you guys have talked about it and you guys said maybe down the line we'll bring in a third, okay, I get it. And maybe you don't know how to feel about it because maybe you're not ready for that and they are. You guys need to have that open communication. You guys have to talk. If they've never brought it up before, he don't love you anymore.
No.
He's bored.
He wants somebody there to justify cheating, per se.
Yeah.
And because, like, when that happens, a girl's going to be like, oh, sure, I guess if you love him. And then you're going to feel bad seeing that other person with another person. Mm-hmm. It'll drive you insane.
Yeah, because maybe in that moment you say, okay, no, yeah, it's fine. But then when you're in that situation, it could be completely different.
Babe, you need a new boyfriend. Or girlfriend, or dog, whatever. At this point, wow. Oh my god.
For 5 years and they brought up the subject of
5 years. That would kill me. Oh my god. That would actually kill me. And I would kill you.
It would because I would start to overthink and be like, okay, are you bored with me? Am I not satisfying you enough? If in that moment I ever go through that, I would just end the relationship because I don't do thirds. I don't do open relationships. Mm-hmm. That's the one thing I'm very old school about is monogamous relationships. Do I judge everybody else? No, I don't care. If you want a third, if you want to be polyamorous, go for it.
If you want to have 8 people, good for you. Good. Just not me.
Be safe, but that's not for me.
That's for me again, like just like you said, if you've talked about it before, then sure, talk about it. Have a fun time, but. It's just comfortability, whatever you're comfortable with. Also, like, this could be like, oh, I'm just trying to be comfortable with the idea. If you're comfortable with it and you're open to it, go for it. Have fun. But if you're not, like I said, cut your losses.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say to that one. Like,
yeah, because if at first you said it was okay, but now you're kind of second-guessing it, like I said, you have to have that communication with your partner. Mm-hmm. And also be prepared also for any type of reaction. They might get mad because you said yes and now you're changing your mind. Mm-hmm. And they were more than prepared to bring in the third.
For real.
Yeah, so.
Here's one advice also I could say. Just be like, yeah, sure, I'd love to bring one of your guys over. Like, one of your friends over. See how they react. Because they'll love to bring a female friend. Like, one of your female friends. Be like, oh, you know what? Let's bring in, let's for example, they're like, you know what, babe? I would love a third person. Bring your friend Ashley. Like, but can we have your friend Adam? Like, that's what I would be like. But Adam's looking real scrumptious lately. Like, so I don't know. See how he would react, too. Yeah. Because if he's not open to that Well, there you go.
He just wants it for himself.
He just wants it for him.
And like how Ashley said, he's trying to justify cheating.
Mm-hmm. So if he's not okay with you bringing a guy over, because he's like, no, that's weird, or why would you do that? Bye. There's your answer.
Yeah.
There's your answer.
I'm not gay. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir, but that's not what you said when you bent over for me last night.
Oh
okay,
God.
I guess. Okay.
Oh my God. But yeah, that's the best advice I could give you. Again, just open communication. Also prepare yourself for any kind of reaction in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys are stressing me out.
I know. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this one.
No, God. I'll have to put a trigger warning. Next. Would you ever be okay dating someone who still talks to their ex or people from their past in general? You didn't even let me finish.
No. No. Because they always come back. They always talk about their ex. And they're like, well, my ex is the one who did this and that, and my ex. Like, like, a past experience that I've had before with exes is that they don't get over them. Mm-hmm. They don't get over them.
Well, yeah, I mean, you never really do.
And I'm just like, I've gotten over my ex.
If you're an Aquarius, that's why.
Girl,
you don't care.
I really don't. But I'm just like, if you're talking to your ex, what was the point of you guys breaking up then, or whatever? Like, clearly something happened that you guys took a break, you guys separated, and now that you're in another relationship, this person's talking to you again. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Like now that you're taken, they want to come back all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. Like, you're gonna you're gonna better yourself in this relationship and then go back. I don't think so, sir. I don't think so. No. The answer is no. The answer is no for me.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't do it. I'm also like overly jealous too sometimes.
Oh, okay.
So I don't talk to any of my exes. I say that like it's more than one, but I don't talk to any of my.
Well, it said people from their past in general. If it's people.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Damn, I wouldn't be able to talk to nobody. It's different. That's different. And ex is different than people from your past. Like, let's just say you weren't dating, but you guys were like kind of like a situationship or something. I'd be okay with that, but an ex, no.
Well,
I don't know.
No. Well, for me, it depends. Like, if it was like a situationship, but both of you don't have like feelings for each other, like there was really no real connection there, then okay. But if there was a connection, there's always like that risk that like, you know, let's try it again. You know, yeah. With the ex, when it came to every other guy that I spoke to, because I didn't care about them, I didn't care. I was like, okay, speak to whoever you want, because we weren't dating at the time, like with the other guys. So I was like, we don't have to be exclusive. I was like, so I don't care. With him, he does bring out the jealousy in me. He does still talk to his ex, but they're very civil with each other. But he told me like how bad the relationship was and everything.
You were better than me.
like they both played their part in like tearing each other down. But now, like, you know, he treats him like a friend and everything, like that. And like he's even shown me that he like his ex supports our relationship and that he's very happy that he found somebody. I feel like again, if there's that open communication, everything should be fine. But if they are sneaky with their ex, then yeah, I think you would have to worry about it.
And be like, why are you happy about a relationship? Go away. You see me happy. Go away now. We don't need you.
But he barely texts him. Like he'll text him like every now and then.
I feel like seeing your ex's name pop up on your phone. Well, okay, but that could be difficult. You know what? I'm just thinking about it now because you know how people have like kids with their exes.
Oh yeah.
Or like they were married or something like that. Or see, that's different. Again, communication. See, that would be different. You know, if you're talking to your ex because you have like things that are attached to like you have like a child, like kids, a dog, or something. Fine. But other than that, I don't really see the purpose of it. Like, why are you trying to talk to somebody? Are you trying to rekindle your love? Like,
no.
Oh wait.
No, yeah, I get it. No, yeah, and I was gonna say that too. Like, if you guys have kids, because one of my friends, she has kids, and then sometimes she'll speak to a guy that has kids as well, and like they're cool with their baby mama, and she gets jealous, and I have to tell her, you can't be on that. It's okay for me to do it, but not you. Kind of mentality. I'm like, because your baby daddy's still in your life, and he helps you out. You can't tell somebody that they can't have that when you have it. Like,
baby girl, you got kids, so you can't not be like, ew, you got kids. Like, ma'am, you also have kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, cálmate.
Again, like, the advice that we've been repeating is just having that open communication.
End of episode. Communication. Bye.
No, honestly, because like you guys don't communicate at all.
Clearly, or you just pick and choose what you want to communicate about.
Exactly, and this is stuff that me and him had talked about like right at the beginning because I wanted to put everything out there, and that's what some of you guys fail.
I feel like this is something that you should talk about though before you date somebody. Or am I crazy? Because
yeah.
Like this is like how I was before. Like I dated somebody, I would ask all these questions.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you might not like me, or you might find that this is too personal, but I don't want anything like this to spring up while we're in a relationship because that's where problems come back. So that's why I'm like, you should always talk about. I know, like, you know, like sometimes you know, like, oh, this person is like too like forward in the beginning, but it's just like because then you guys are dating for a couple months, something happens that you don't talk about, and it like rolls down a list of things that they're like, whoa, I didn't know that about you, you know, just something, you know, to also put out there.
No, I agree because like it looks like you guys don't have those type of conversations.
No conversation, just hey, you want to date? Sure. 5 years later, here we are.
And like I would have those type of conversations too, especially when I had a feeling that it was going to be serious because they told me. So I would have those conversations. If I knew that they were going to be like a pasatiempo, I'd be like, whatever, do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want, baby. Anyway.
God. You guys are something else.
I need a fun one now. Like, what is going on?
That'll be the next episode.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and then somebody told us I really want us to be friends. I don't.
No.
Anyway. This one, no marriage proposal after 7 years. Again, y'all don't talk!
I know people who've been together for like 15 plus years and they're still calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend. And I think that's ridiculous. So if that's you personally and you know me, now you know. Well, I mean, I've always said that though. Like, I think that's ridiculous. If you've been with somebody for that long and no tienes un ring, you're just stupid.
Well,
Sorry.
Oh my God.
No, I think that's stupid. I genuinely think that they're clearly not ready for a relationship like long term like that. But then you've been together for like 10 plus years, 7 plus years. What's the purpose then?
Well, because I feel like there's some people that I've met some people like that where like they just don't believe in marriage and they're
well,
like,
then that's different. Yeah. Like she's mentioning
no
ring.
No, yeah, but
that's different. You know,
it's like this is literally what me and you just said was that like you guys don't have these types of conversations. This is something that should have been brought up right when you guys met, not 7 years down the line.
Again, this is something that I had talked about beforehand before I dated somebody. Like I'm like, hey, you know what? When do we start dating? Like, do you date to just break up or do you date to want to marry me? Like, genuinely, what do you want? Because I'm like, I don't want my heart broken. But I'm saying, like, if you want to date me for marriage, I'm letting you know right now, I do want to marry you, but not anytime soon. So that was something that was a communication. Like, you don't have to worry about me being like, I want to get married in a year. Once we're already, like, a year in a relationship. Because I know a lot of people like that, too. Yeah. Where they're like, they only know each other for 6 months. And then they're like, we're going to get married. And I'm like, you don't know anything about each other.
Right.
But okay. Go for it, queen.
Go off.
So it's just like, again, like just communication of like time frame wise, because people could not be ready. Like, for example, me, I feel like if I was in a relationship for like 3+ years, then I talk about it. Be like, do you want to get married like in a year or so, or 3 years from now? But you know, just let them know what you want, because baby girl, you're not letting them know that you want a ring, and if you have to ask for it at that point,
they're not gonna give it to you.
They're not, no. Or they're gonna give it to you because you're the one who asked.
Exactly. Are they doing it like as an obligation?
So
see, and that's a conversation that me and him had when we first met, where I was like, I didn't believe in marriage at first, and he respected it, but then he opened my eyes up more to marriage.
Look at that.
And like I wouldn't mind. I told him I wouldn't mind marrying him, but we're not doing it anytime soon. Like. Because there's so much going on.
I know. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, we're not doing it anytime soon. But like how.
But there's a goal in the future. Yeah. See that again? Communication. There's a goal in the future.
You guys aren't doing. 7 years down the line, you should have talked about that to begin with, babe.
7 years of your life is outrageous.
That's a lot. Either have that conversation and then again prepare yourself for every outcome. That you guys are gonna break up.
Almost a decade, babe.
Yeah.
Like they've seen you through a lot, like, and they don't want. They're telling you they don't want to put a ring on it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so that just prepare yourself that they might leave you, or that you might have to become comfortable with the fact that you're never gonna get that ring.
You're always gonna be your girlfriend. Like, I hope you're okay with that.
Yeah, and if you weren't, then that's on you, because you should have had that conversation to begin with.
You should have had that conversation 5 years ago.
7 years.
7 years ago. Like, you know what? Some people won't talk about it in the beginning, which is fine. But 7 years, has that conversation never popped up? Like, what happened in those 7 years? What were y'all doing in 7 years?
I know.
Clearly not talking.
No, honestly.
Not talking. Just having fun.
Y'all are stressing me.
This is why I have high blood pressure.
Oh, and that was actually the last one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just like all of them were the same thing though. Like, communication is key. Communication. Talk about it.
Because you guys don't talk at all. Jesus. To deal with all of this, you guys are crazy.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? When you're in love, you're in love. You know? You let a lot of things slide.
Yeah.
I know I did.
I get it, but at the same time, like, if that's a goal that you wanted, you need to speak about those types of things right at the beginning. Because you don't want to waste your time, especially nowadays, because everybody's on some BS.
Dating
all the time
in 2023 is disgusting.
Is the literal Olympics.
The fact that like these things now, like situationships, that was not a thing like 5 years ago.
Oh no.
5 years ago, situationships were not like something that people would agree to. And the fact that now people are like, oh yeah, I've been in a 5-year long situationship. Huh? Like what?
Well, like how I always say, I don't judge anybody. Just be safe and have that communication. If everything is consensual, you guys are okay having a 5 long year situationship. Go off. If that's what works for you, go off.
I know, like, there's nothing wrong with them, but I'm just like, again, like, everything changes over time.
Yeah.
5 years ago, situationships were not a thing. 20 years ago, you know, if you were somebody for a while, you got married to them right away. You know, like, it's just different. Dating is different. You just gotta figure out which path you want to go on, I guess, you know, before you waste your time.
Yeah, because everybody's so open to so many different things that this is why you have to communicate to begin with.
Yeah, there's like a world of possibilities too. Just don't, like, I know how people are like, oh, well, I had one person and like that was the end of it. You literally have not seen anything if you have not gone outside.
Oh, I know.
Just, there's so much out there. There's somebody for somebody. Trust me.
Trust me, I found someone, and you guys know how I hate everybody.
Me being single, like, there's somebody for everybody.
No, but they'll come. I know they will.
Ew, no.
Well, oh, see, so you're in the phase that I was, where I was like, ew, no.
No. Yeah. Like, they've been coming, and I'm just like, no, thank you. I'm like, I'd rather stay single. I'm like, I don't like you.
No, honestly, yeah.
No, I don't know. I just, like, it's weird. And also knowing somebody again, like, starting all over. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard, like, the favorite color theory, where it's just, like, when you get out of a relationship and then you start dating again and someone asks you, like, what's your favorite color?
Oh, yeah.
And you go back to, like, that time where that person asked you that. Like, it's triggering.
No, it is.
Like, I'm like, my favorite color is red and black, but you won't care.
But 3 months from now, you won't care.
You won't even know my name anymore. Like, it's okay. You don't have to ask. I lie about that stuff, though. I'm just like, you know.
No, yeah, I was at that phase, too, where I was like, you could take your favorite color and shove it up your ass. Because I don't care anymore. I don't care what you like.
Me. Oh, my God. Well, that was a interesting episode.
I know, oh, my God. You guys need to date better and communicate more.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's 2023. Half of us are adults now. Grow up.
Or if you're not ready to grow up, then just be ready for the repercussions.
Yeah.
You know, don't come crying and be like, what happened, girl?
You know what happened.
Man, sir, plant, whatever. You know what happened.
You know what
happened. Ah.
Oh, that scared me.
Sorry.
Okay, well, that's going to be the end of it for today, you guys. Thank you guys so much for your submissions. Oh my God, you guys really needed this. After I saw these, I was like, maybe we should do a third part because people need advice. But at the same time, I was like, y'all stress me out with this.
Like, this is like, I love having fun, but I guess, you know, you need a serious one once in a while, but I think I'm done for serious ones for a while.
I know. I'm done with that.
Like, that was a lot.
We'll do the next advice, like, 3 months from now. Because that's
maybe 3 years from now.
Yeah, because that took
or 7 years from now.
Oh, shots fired.
Anyway,
though, Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to come and hear us, keep up with us and everything. Sorry again for being inconsistent. New episodes will drop every Friday. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yes, fingers crossed. I know we're gonna be recording 2 episodes right now. So when there is gonna be a new episode, I will put the prompt on the Instagram, and you guys could tell us whatever it is. But yeah, we will catch all of you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Deuces.